Well, hello everybody, Koreyexpress2 here. Today is day number 3 of NeighCon 2026. This is the last and final day. Before we begin, please make sure to follow me on TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never know I'm doing on both platforms. If you could do me a favor by liking this video, that'd be fantastic so I know you supported me 100%. Become a member today, join a club, and have fun with members only. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the last and final day of NeighCon 2026, day number 3. We're going to take a look around at the convention, see what's going on for the very last day, because today is Sunday, of course. There's some panels running, and there's some things that I want to, do and picked up. And, of course, closing ceremony. I can't wait to see what's going on, because it is another... a day that is a lot of, well, some of the panels might be running, but we're just gonna check out and see what's going on. Hopefully the elevator's not chaotic today because of, of course it's gonna be the last day, and Bronies like to go to different areas. So we're gonna check it out, and hopefully everything will be okay. So let's go.
Friend, it fully rounds her out and shows that she is not perfect, but she's always striving to be. It demonstrates her ability to bring people together in Frankie and Matilda, and proves that she will go above and beyond to bring happiness. And why am I even telling you all of this? We can just watch it live.
I understand that you don't want to be my friend or accept my apology. Before I leave you alone forever, I have something to at least try to make up for ruining your book.
No, I don't want it, kid. Anything you would give me is sure to lead to some sort of disaster.
Goodness, you really are cranky.
Matilda! But how?
Pinky.
But I never told you about her.
You didn't have to. I put 2 and 2 and 2 together, and it added up to Matilda.
What?
Well, when you were talking about your souvenirs, you said something about trying to find a special friend. And I wasn't just born yesterday. Nuh-uh. My birthday isn't for another 75 days.
Or just today.
And then, in your scrapbook, there was a flower.
Wait. Oh yeah, real quick, happy birthday, Pinkie Pie. It is in fact her birthday today. Almost fucking forgot. Because I'm so busy trying to prepare the panel that is specifically for her. Okay? Thank you. Anyway, can I get a happy birthday for Pinkie?
Happy birthday, Pinkie.
Happy birthday, Pinkie.
yeah, thank you. Alright, back to the video.
And a menu from the Grand Gala. And I knew I recognized all these things.
But how could you have ever seen them before?
Because I also have them in my scrapbook.
And I've seen them in Matilda's book.
Oh, Matilda. The night we met at the gala was the most magical night of my life. I couldn't wait to see you again. But when I came to your room the next day, you were gone.
Didn't you get my note?
No, I never got it. Ever since that day, I've gone from town to town to town, searching all over Equestria for you, until finally I gave up. I came to Ponyville to retire from my search.
I was living in Ponyville the whole time. I'd always hoped that someday you would come and find me. Doodle?
Matilda? No pony calls him Doodle.
No pony, but Matilda.
Oh, Doodle. I'm so happy to see you.
By the way, she's a very good wingman.
Yes, Pinky, I accept your apology, and I am honored to call you my friend. Pinky, we're eternally grateful to you, but Matilda and I just want to spend some time together in peace and quiet.
But we're still friends?
Pinky, you went way, way, way out of your way to make me happy. Of course we're friends.
Great!
So as you can see right here, before there was even the idea of friendship missions, Pinky was already on top of that.
Why was she using its propulsion?
Yeah.
It's not farts. I will refuse that. I think it's just pure energy.
It's punk potion.
Ponk potion.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you explain?
Propulsion.
Oh my God. Ponk propulsion. Ponk propulsion. All right, you got me messed up with that one. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes this gets stuck.
All right, and now we can move on to Exhibit C, where we can see more of what makes Pinkie Pie great and start to see the problems with our purple little mare here. So where Pinkie Pie's first instinct in Griffin the Brush-Off is to vibe check Gilda and make sure that she's a good friend to Rainbow Dash, because while trying to be Gilda's friend, we all know Gilda seems kind of standoffish and she's just looking out for Rainbow Dash, especially since they were having such a great time earlier. However, she notices that Gilda, not a very good friend. So she decides to defer to who Princess Celestia deems as the future Princess of Friendship. And what is Twilight's answer? Blames Pinkie Pie for being jealous based on nothing but the fact that Pinkie Pie shows some concern for Gilda. So,
Bravo, man.
exactly. Like Twilight has a lot of room to grow, and she spends all 9 seasons making that room. So let's see what Pinkie's ultimate solution was.
I'm so honored to throw you one of my signature Pinkie Pie parties, and I really, truly, sincerely hope you feel welcome here amongst all us pony folk. Oh, Pinkie Pie, the old hookshake buzzard, you are a scream.
Yeah, good one, Pinkie Pie.
Come on, G, I'll introduce you to some of my other friends. Right behind you, Dash.
I know what you're up to.
Great.
I know what you're planning.
Well, I hope so. This wasn't supposed to be a surprise party.
I mean, I've got my eye on you.
And I got my eye on you. Everyone, I like you all. Let me build that a lot.
So actually, I'm gonna skip this to the more pertinent part to this panel right at the end, where it's all explained. Yeah, right here.
This is your idea of a good time? I've never met a lamer bunch of dweebs in all my life. Pinkie Pie, you are Queen Lame-o with your weak little party friends. Did you really think you could make me lose my cool? Well, Dash and I have 10 times as much cool as the rest of you put together. Come on, Dash, we're bailing on this pathetic scene.
Come on, Rainbow Dash. I said we're leaving.
You know, Gilda, I was the one who set up all those weak pranks at this party. What? So I guess I'm Queen Lame-o. Come on,
on, Dash! You're joshing me!
They weren't all meant for you specifically. It was just dumb luck that you set them all off. I should have known. That dribble cup had Rainbow Dash written all over it.
No way! It was Pinkie Pie! She set up this party to trip me up, to make a fool of me!
Me? I threw this party to improve your attitude. I thought a good party might turn that frown upside down. And you sure didn't need any help making a fool of yourself. You know, this is not how I thought my old friends would treat my new friends. If being cool is all you care about, maybe you should go find some new cool friends someplace else.
Yeah? Well, you are such a flip-flop. Cool one minute and lame the next. When you decide not to be lame anymore, give me a call.
So as we can see, Pinkie did not throw this party in malice. Her whole goal was the same goal that she tried with Cranky, in trying to improve the relationship with another person in order to better understand a true friend at work. Yeah, she's looking kind of baked right there. But, you know, she's the birthday girl. She's allowed a little weed as a treat.
Oh, amending fences.
Yeah, right. Amending fences. So, if we want to talk about the difference between Twilight and Pinkie Pie, Twilight, in her very first episode, abandons her friends. Straight up. So, already right there, we can run a smear campaign on that alone. But, to her credit, she tries to reconnect with Moondancer, but it's a struggle. And it's a struggle for a lot of the episodes, despite the fact that they are very similar. And so, what does she do? Does she use all of the past season lessons to try and do this herself? No. She instead explicitly seeks the help of one of her friends, the one good at making friends and repairing friendships, Pinkie Pie. And why take it from me? Let's take it from the mayor herself.
I just realized your keyboard has pinky colors.
Oh yeah.
I just realized that.
Yeah, I'll show everyone if you want to like come and look, but like, yeah, no, my keyboard is literally pinky colors. But anyway, back to the past.
Anyway, I love her.
By the way, pay attention
Guess
to
they
the
must have
end.
gone back to Ponyville. That was awesome! We gotta go fly more often, Twilight! There you are!
I thought you threw in the old towel and headed home.
I did head home, but not to throw in the towel. I went to get my secret weapon. Minuet? Hey, Pinkie Pie! Hi, Minuet!
I love
Twilight,
her.
you didn't say Minuet would be here. You two know each other? Oh, sure. She was one of Cadence's bridesmaids. We hang out all the time when she's in Ponyville. Did you know that? Huh. And you call yourself the princess of friendship.
Let that sit. Let that sit in.
Let that sink in.
Damn.
No, there was a cute moment.
Oh, there's
I love Minuet. I want to see it.
Okay.
Twilight briefed me on the way here. We'll need 50 bags of confetti and as many hooks as we can get. Let's go! We can pass by the donut place on the way. And what are we gonna do? Just come with me.
So yeah, outright just like, I can't solve this problem. I need to go get Pinkie Pie to solve this problem for me. And
And she calls herself the princess of friendship.
yeah, her own friend, one of her best friends of her original friend group, often goes to Ponyville. Not once does she ever notice her. It's kind of sad. Like,
She's a background.
Like a big mystery.
How dare you? Minuet's a cute background pony.
I didn't say she's a good. She's
Like a big-
background.
She's a cute pony.
listen, she's the side six, like the fan six.
I love her.
All right. Here is another one that actually shows more of her organizational skills because let's be real, being the leader of a country, it's a little more than, or, well, I mean, not leader of a country, that's way later. And I mean, I could go on about that, but focusing on Princess of Friendship, it's not just about making friends, it's also about the more, mundane stuff. Like, let's say she has to keep a record or know about this person or that person and what they're about and yada yada. She has a whole secret party planning cave for all her friends that she keeps organized anyway. Arguably better than Twilight, which again, we will hear more about that. But in this episode in particular, Party Poot, she helps make the Yaks feel at home, saving the ponies from what would have, in Twilight's words, have been a war. In the Yaks' words, would have been a war. So let's just see that clip real quick.
How could she be so late to the party? This isn't like her.
I'm sure she's trying her best.
Pinkie Pie's tougher than she looks. I know you're right, but I wish she was here. I put too much pressure on her. I let every pony down, and Princess Celestia will be here any minute and see that I haven't made new friends. I've made new enemies. Is every pony all right?
I can't tell if my eyes are open or closed.
I think I can see a little bit. Nope.
Look at these! Pinkie Pie's made files for every pony in town.
With exactly what kind of parties we like.
Pinkie Pie has a secret party planning cave? How cool is this?
Twilight Sparkle likes vanilla ice cream, red balloons, dancing.
That's right.
But she's afraid of quesadillas.
No, I'm not.
They're just so cheesy.
I'm all the way back where I started. Dubby, I was this close to helping Twilight befriend the Yaks. Now I've just let every pony down.
Look at here. It's notes for the party she wants to throw for her folks' 50th anniversary. But they ain't nearly that old. Huh. She's already planning their 100th, too. And their 500th?
I had no idea she worked so hard on her parties. She may be more organized than you, Twilight. Let's not get carried away.
I just wish Pinkie Pie were here so we
Noted.
could tell her how much we all appreciate her hard work.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too, all of you. You're back.
I tried to go to Yak Yakistan so I could bring something back for my party, but at the last second I made a mistake.
I worked harder on this party than any party ever, but I'm still just a big failure.
Pinkie Pie, you're not a failure. What matters is how hard you tried.
Who else would have gone all across Equestria to plan one party? You know, the trip was really hard, but every pony I met along the way was so helpful. I just wish the Yaks could see how friendly and wonderful and great Equestria really is. I just got the best party idea ever!
It's too late. The Yaks left on the last train.
No they didn't. Trust me, there are a whole lot of sheep out there.
So, do we walk back up the slide or what?
So another thing to note in that scene is that none of her friends really gave her the answer. She got it all on her own, which was to show the Yaks that what makes Equestria great, instead of trying to cater specifically to them and actually unite the two races together in that sense. Which throughout this show, she is shown to be a natural ambassador and mediator between everyone. So we saw the clip of Gilda and Rainbow Dash falling apart. she's also the one that brings them together in the end, rectifying even that mistake, which was never really her fault. That was Gilda, like, just rejecting her friendship, which is okay, and she was okay with it, but did not give up. And as we know, she's an honorary yak with the helmet and all. And in the My Little Pony movie, what does she do when she actually gets to the hippogriffs? She manages to win over the favor of the princess and the queen. And do we all remember who messed that up?
Twilight.
Twilight, exactly. So, again, more W's for my pony, L's for her. Now, this is safe for work, don't worry. But now I want to kind of move out of the bounds of the show and like the canon of the show and the text of it, and I want to talk about the meta. So like, let's say, okay, it makes sense for her to be that in the show, but Twilight's a more marketable pony, right? She's like the every girl, and that is where I have some takes. So I think, personally, Pinkie is the most marketable of the main six. And in fact, I believe Hasbro themselves says the big three of My Little Pony's marketing is Twilight Sparkle, because she's the main character of the show, Rainbow Dash, because she is the tomboyish figure that can be used to, like, show the more, I guess, masculine, like, attract the boys, because it's like, oh, she's cool, she's not girly. And then you have Pinkie, who is obviously the silly, girly, cutesy, funny one that is like, and also just very eye-catching, and you can do a lot with her. So like with the Pony Geist ad, and she's so recognizable that she even gets her own little like shows. So like you have the shorts with the little stop motion. You have Pony Life, which is very Pinkie Pie centric.
More like Kino Life.
Kino Life. Is there any Pony Life enjoyers in here? No? It's just you, Dashy, I'm sorry.
It's more chaotic.
But, and then the oft-forgotten Hello Pinkie Pie, which I've watched the whole series, and it really isn't that bad. It's not Andrea Libman, unfortunately, but I feel like the voice... Yeah, but I feel like it captures enough of her energy.
They still did her dirty.
Yeah, they did the voice actors dirty, I'll agree with that. Now, it's time to address the elephant in the room. And that is, there is a lot of Pinkie slander out there. A lot of people say that Pinkie Pie is over-energetic, she is selfish to a, absurd degree. Over the course of the show, she gets worse and worse. And also has probably one of the most controversial episodes, which is the Yavitaphone, which, as much as I love her, I cannot defend her. That was a bad episode that did her so dirty. However,
same with
Secrets and Pies and the Yaki Stacks.
Secrets.
The two.
Secrets and Pies.
And blanking on the episode name.
Tell me.
Fluttershy.
Oh yeah, the stage fright episode where she's actively making her anxiety work.
Which makes her cry.
Yes. Philly Vanilla.
Yes. Philly Vanilla, yeah. So, look, nobody's perfect, but I think a lot of these criticisms are overblown, and I will get into my counterpoints as to why. So, counterpoint number one, everyone likes to say Pinkie Pie is immature and irresponsible. This is patently false, because number one, she is a babysitter, so she has to be responsible. She cares for the life of two infants who, as we know, can get very rowdy, and she is pretty much the only one that can match their energy. She regularly runs Sugar Cube Corner by herself because you have the cakes constantly making deliveries all around Equestria. So she's a business pony. She's an element of harmony, which, as we know, is practically the highest seat of office in this world, as she is constantly saving the world countless times throughout her entire life. She's also a diplomat, as we said, with the Yakistans. She's a party planner, rock farmer, musical savant, and detective, if you want to count that one episode. And I just like these two images, Twilight is also herself not really that responsible or mature. she has her moments as well. That second picture on the bottom left for you, right for me, has her looking like she's about to make a visit to Epstein Island. She really can't. Especially with the Philly Rainbow Dash. Like, do you see the way she looked at her? I'm just saying, she might be in those files if you do Control F.
How else did she become a princess?
That is true. Also, another thing people like to say about Pinkie Pie is annoying. And to this I say, annoyance is subjective. Because while you, the audience, may find her annoying, in the world of Equestria, she is beloved. Like, ridiculously so. No one, like, maybe they get tired of her antics somewhat, but like no one ever really sees her as like, oh, we don't want to hang around her. I don't want to be her friend. That's not what the text of the show says. All of the ponies also have their own fair share of flanderization. Like you have Fluttershy being a doormat that just never seems to learn how to have any confidence in herself and needs to be taught that lesson over. Rarity is often very vain. Applejack. Apples. Rainbow Dash gets becomes more and more of an asshole, and so it's like they all, like, it's the case with any long-running series. Their most eccentric traits get overemphasized as many writers come through the writers' room, and I have to posit the question of would you rather a pony that's a little too friendly but ultimately means well, or a pony who has throughout most of her rules stressed over the simplest of social pressures. Because even in like that final season, it's just like, Twilight, you've done this so many times. Stop freaking out.
I'll add the pony that she's a pony that will do anything to make you happy.
Exactly, like she is very like client focused. If we're gonna use like therapist terms, where it's just like she is going to try and make everything better any way that she can, and if she can't, then she will rely on others, and not like resort to that as like the last thing. And then counterpoint 3, which is if Pinkie Pie can be Princess of Friendship, couldn't any of the main 6? Because it's just like, well, they're all friendly in a way, and they all solve their own problems. So like, why couldn't any of the other ponies be the Princess of Friendship? So, starting from left to right, we have Fluttershy, who is like the least viable because she struggles in social situations and is denied being in the public eye multiple times.
Multiple eyes.
Oh, that is a typo that has been there since last year. That's embarrassing.
Oh my god, multiple eyes.
Okay, well, let's say that was an intentional pun. Then we have Rainbow Dash, which she has too big of an ego and shows no real leadership outside of the Wonderbolts. Like, she's just kind of always, like, she's just very egocentric. Would probably make more rivals than anything because she's always trying to, like, be competitive, and a lot of people can't stand a competitive, like, type A personality. Then we have Applejack, which, like, her biggest flaw is that her honesty makes connecting with ponies difficult, especially if they live a way of life different from hers. She can also be stubborn and abrasive, and she already has Sweet Apple Acres as, like, she loves working on the farm. You don't really see her giving that up. Now, I made a note of this, but it's like, if there was a other option, another candidate, if there are any Rarity fans out there, this might be a panel you could do, but Rarity also could be like the third best choice. She's a natural socialite, she's business-minded, she can keep records the same way as Twilight or Pinkie can, and her strength lies in her creativity over interacting with people socially. And then obviously with Twilight Sparkle, it's like already Princess of Friendship, so like that's good. But she took 9 seasons to acclimate to the role of being Princess of Friendship, and still needs her friends throughout like the rest of the show as Princess of Friendship. So like really, she's like head coach of friendship. Like she's not the sole arbiter. And So yeah, and if I recall correctly, that is all I have prepared in slides. So I am now opening the floor to the audience. What did you? What do you think? Do you have any objections? Do you have any agreements? Do you have any moments? This is actually the point where you can just now talk about Pinkie Pie to your heart's content. Anyways, you in the back.
Would it be possible for Pinkie to be your wife and Princess of Friendship at the same time?
Oh, absolutely. I'm the house husband. I'm taking care of all our children.
No, you're not. She's my wife.
Fight.
What do you mean she's drunk like that?
Arm wrestle.
Oh, arm wrestle right here, right now?
Yeah.
I'll do that. You think I won't? Here, we got a table back here. We can settle this right now.
Ding, ding, ding.
You say that she's your wife.
She's my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
All right, someone count us down.
3, 2, 1, go! There! Do it for Pinkie!
Oh shit.
Don't disappoint Pinkie.
Now listen, so I haven't had breakfast today. Also, I didn't get a full night's sleep. I only had like the casual 6 hours. Ding, 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 ding. Making excuses before you've been lost.
Have you actually asked her which one of you she likes better? You know, I feel like you should get her.
I heard you said
Listen, at the end of the day, she makes the choice. So like, we could like do this like old macho machismo thing, but it's her decision. So like, if you decide to choose someone who like actually made most of the slides and all that, I'm not saying.
No hard feelings?
For Pinkie.
For Pinkie. For Pinkie. See, friendship is the end. Even when she's not here, she motivates us to be friends.
Friendship is magic.
She's here many times.
Yeah, we have many idols of her. She could be inhabiting any one of these at any given time, or all of them.
Or even individual Pinkie Pie.
Ooh, nice catch.
2 points.
All right, you with the solid badge. Yeah.
Sorry. I've got multiple, which is confused me for a second. Anyway, yeah, so one thing that I think the series probably doesn't do enough, but needs to do more of, is sort of like Pinkie's interaction with introverts. Herself being such an extrovert, I myself am one. I'm sort of like finding my way out of basically trying to be like Pinkie Pie and solving situations that are not ready to be solved. I'm kind of like learning, you know, how to walk that social tightrope of, you know, trying to rectify issues that have occurred without making them worse by continuing to involve people that aren't ready to be, you know, involved, if that makes sense. And that's something that I wish I saw a little bit more in the series, and just like an ongoing issue that I'm, you know, trying to go with. And I want everything to be fixed, but I realize that, you know, if I keep pushing at this point, it's gonna only make things worse. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree. She could definitely hang with more like socially like introverted people, but I do think in some ways like you can kind of see her doing that. The two that come to mind. One is her sister Maud Pie, because as like shown in the show, she is like she is the complete opposite in that she is not that expressive. And their dynamic is cute in that like Pinkie Pie carries all of the energy, but it's Maud that carries the wisdom and like inspires Pinkie to be who she is. Also, there's like with a friend Indeed, Cranky is not a very social person. Like he's very self-conscious about obviously his head. And like the issue that Pinkie like faces there is that like, oh, how do I be friendly with someone who doesn't want to be friendly back? And in that episode, she learns like but you gotta give space and you gotta like treat the problem, not the symptoms. So in that case, it's just like, well, why is he upset? Well, it seems like he's looking for something. Let me go find what he's looking for and see if I can get his friendship that way. And so like, no two friends are the same. You have to have a plan for everyone you meet, and that is like Pinky's philosophy. And it's another thing of just like it would make the show much more interesting because it's like she has the goal of being like everyone's friend. So you can have her meet as many different people as possible in all types of scenarios, and she has a personality that is flexible enough to tackle those scenarios. Whereas Twilight, she's very analytical and like a problem solver, but she doesn't have that like friendship, like I want to be everyone's friend angle that I feel like would make for a very compelling protagonist for a show like this.
And to add on to that, I would mention in the episode Make New Friends but Keep Discord, they make the point that a person should have different friends for different things. I get the feeling that if a person is sort of high energy, they would like Pinkie Pie as their friend. When you have someone who's sort of more chill, low energy, like the plant one, I forget her name offhand. What was the name of the one that's
Tree Hugger?
Tree Hugger, right. Tree Hugger is the sort of person who'd be more friends with Fluttershy because they have sort of the same energy and same shared interests. So I kind of get the feeling that people that are like Fluttershy will go with her, and people in a more high energy and like angry parties would be more friends with Pinkie Pie.
Exactly, but the thing is that Pinkie Pie is like, not only can she be everyone's friend, she can also play matchmaker. So like, she like, just like with like Rainbow Dash and Gilda, like she's able to find the rift that formed between them and heal it so that Gilda doesn't necessarily have to be Pinkie's friend, but she can repair the friendship with Rainbow Dash, which is her preferred friend. And so we can extrapolate that over all other like different relationships where it's like, okay, you don't want to be my friend, that's fine. You still need a friend, and I'm gonna find you a friend because I'm friends with everyone. I am like, she is the nexus point of which all connections can be made.
She's the Atlanta of friendships.
Exactly, which is like, if you're a princess of friendship, that's what I kind of expect you to be.
Point taken.
You in the back?
How do you contend with public concerns Pinkie Pie might micromanage a cabinet too much, and thus would serve far better in a more public relations and diplomatic role as a delegate?
So, I'm sorry, let me break it down in parts. What is the first one?
The first part, let me open it back up.
Yeah.
The first part was, how do you contend with public concerns Pinkie Pie might micromanage a cabinet too much?
Alright, so
After all,
might.
evidence, it is shown that she is very hands-on, especially in the Cranky situation where she only went to Matilda as the solution to the problem instead of a collaborator to the problem.
Okay, I say like, all right, there is decent concern there in that like she very much likes to have control. That is a part of her character, because as we know, with like when Maud gets a boyfriend, she's kind of like, I don't like that because it's like I don't have control in that relationship, and I don't think that's a good fit. But I feel like in her episode, she's constantly learning the lesson of just like, look, the best I can do is the best that I can, and in places where I can't, then I will go to, like, in that episode, she goes to her sisters to be like, to have her, give her the hard lesson of like, hey, back up. Like, you don't need to be a part of every relationship. And so I think because of her, like, closeness to being with other ponies, she is open to criticism, open to being like, okay, I can accept it a little bit. Or I can find a way to accept not, like especially with, like, Rainbow Dash and Pie, just like, you know what? Let bygones be bygones. Unfortunately, we're at the Q&A.
I know, I'm really late.
You know.
I really want to be here.
You know, with 20, how much time we have? We have 13 minutes, 12 minutes. So there is a thing I've done in a panel before where when I have a latecomer who like wants to see the most of the panel, I like to kind of speed through. So.
That would be wonderful.
So. This worked well last time, but I had a panel that was structured differently, so let's see what happens. So first things first, let us play the intro. So this will set everything up, and then I'll go here and then show like
Coming straight from you, or how? Coming straight
The abridged panel begins. Now, so this is Pinkie Pie Princess, or why Pinkie Pie would be a better princess of friendship. I personally think that Pinkie Pie is a better candidate for being the princess of friendship because she is someone with a lot of social connections and has the wanted desire to be connect with every pony. Let's start with Exhibit A. She's the party pony. She likes to make parties. She's a party pony. She has a whole network of things, the infrastructure, a network, all of that good stuff. Then, if we look at Friends in the quintessential Pinkie Pie episode, it showcases her flaws, virtues as a friend, flaws and virtues as a friend, and demonstrates her ability to bring people together. Proves she will go above and beyond to bring happiness. And so now we're gonna watch this clip real quick.
Speed it up.
Yes. All right, that's too much. So also, if you look at Griffin the Brush Off, the first instinct that Pinkie Pie has is to vibe check Gilda and be like, hey, I don't think you're a pretty good friend. And Twilight's like, I think you're actually the bad friend, actually. And so Pinkie Pie's like, screw you, I'm gonna fix this problem. Let's watch her fix that problem really quick.
I'm so honored to throw you one of my signature Pinkie Pie parties, and I'm really, truly
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, wait, no, we're going too far. Nope. So we had to skip that. Amending fences. So Twilight abandoned her friends in the first episode, so that's pretty bad. And also struggles to reconnect with Moon Dancer, who's literally a literal reflection of her in every way, down to like their actual like hair and mane stop. But Twilight fails to actually. Twilight fails to like rekindle the friendship, and so she gets Pinkie Pie to do it. And I'm just gonna go quickly to the thing that was literally said at the end.
Cheese and Ponyville? Did you know that? And you call yourself the princess of friendship?
So that's the side dish. Let's see what else we have. Party poop. She has a party planning cave. She made the yaks feel more at home. Saving their relationship. Everyone even agrees that she's probably as organized, if not more organized than Twilight. We can watch that clip right here.
How could she be so late to the party? This isn't like her.
Wow, well, how prejudiced of you, Twilight. Anyway, so she's a natural ambassador and mediator. She was able to mediate the relationship between ponies and yak. She was also able to mediate the friendship between Gilda and Rainbow Dash. And she also, like, literally solved the crisis in the movie where she, like, got the princess and Queen Novo to be like, yeah, you know what, you ponies are all right. We'll give you the orb. And then Twilight messes it all up. And then just yells at Pinkie Pie for doing her job. So that sucks. Meta-wise, Pinkie Pie is best pony, literally in the eyes of Hasbro, because she has all these shows and all this marketing that is catered towards her because she's part of the big three, which is Twilight, Rainbow Dash, and her. Everyone likes to say that Pinkie Pie sucks because like she's too loud and like annoying, and no one likes her, and that's patently false. I love her for everyone. If there's one Pinkie Pie fan in the world, it's me. We're not going to reenact the whole arm wrestling thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut that from the office.
Say with immature and irresponsible, she literally has filing cabinets of every person's file.
Exactly. She is just that, if not more organized than Twilight. She is also a babysitter. She cares for the likes of two foals who could die in an instant because they don't know how to control themselves. Also, she runs Sugar Cube Corner, which everyone likes to say that Rarity is like super complicated. She's literally also like a cashier, a business pony. She bakes. Also, she's an element of harmony, part of a superhero group. She's a diplomat, party planner, rock farmer, musical savant, detective who kept that one episode. Look at Twilight over here being a little baby because she can't handle a quiz show, and also potentially like Epstein Island enjoyer. So whatever, man. Also, everyone likes to say Pinkie Pie is annoying, but like that's like a you problem, dude. Everyone loves her in the show. Everyone loves her in Ponyville, Canterlot, Baltimore, Manhattan, Clutchtown. I'm sure they love her in Clutchtown. And it's like, would you rather a pony that's too friendly or a pony that stretches over like having dinner with you because she's too busy like measuring the forks and making sure that everything is set up right? And then it's just like, well, why can't anyone else be the princess of friendship? Fluttershy's a doormat, Rainbow Dash is an egotist, Applejack is Apples, Rarity is actually kind of good at it, but like she already has a creative ambition and wants to be a fashion designer, and Twilight's already the princess and like took 9 seasons to be that. And so yeah. 4:47. So I feel bad for all of you. You all got an hour and 30 minutes, or no, you have 45 minutes of what could have been a 5-minute panel.
It's gonna be an email.
Yeah, this panel could have been an email, honestly. But yeah, anyway, that's my panel. It's 5 minutes until it is over. We did Q&A. If anyone else would like to say something to fill those 6 minutes, if not, I'll think of something. But does anyone have anything they want to say? Yes.
What about you guys' boss keep secrets? Because she cannot keep a secret. Would that be national security threat?
So that is a fair question. That's a fair point. She is kind of bad at keeping secrets, and also overshares a little bit. But there is an episode, the one where she knows, where she actively works on it, and that is a situation in which they stress to her do not let this slip. And while multiple times she almost let it slip, when it really mattered and someone was please, Pinky, lock in, do not tell anyone, she locked in and didn't tell anyone.
Does a pinky promise count for herself?
Make her sign a pinky promise NDA.
Yeah, honestly, she takes a pinky promise very seriously. So if you just say those magic words, then bam, you just she'll keep nuclear code secret.
She can't break them, that's fine.
Cozy Glow? See, now, I won't say no, because, anyone can run for office, and, I'm not going to say anything, but, she did kind of, couldn't control Grogar's bell, and wouldn't you know it, Pinkie Pie,
she couldn't control Grogar's bell, she couldn't control Discord's magic.
yeah, but guess who? Actually, you just put me on a really good one. Pinkie Pie, canonically maybe one of the strongest ponies in Equestria, because when given Discord's magic, literally was able to go band for band in the comics and for chaos and craziness. And even by the end of it, with Discord 1, he was like, yeah, no, if she has something better than that last trick, it's over, it's a wrap. So
she wanted to break more than the fourth wall.
Exactly, so as to Cozy Glow and all of this, all I'll say is that Pinkie Pie's love for every pony is genuine. So that kind of gets her anything else? Yes.
Also, why not all the main six be princesses? Because they all have their own elements. And
yes, and you know what? That is a fair point. They could all be princesses, but specifically, Pinkie Pie is the most suited for princess of friendship, where it's you have Cadus, who's the princess of love. You have Celestia, that's the princess of the sun and all of Equestria, which kind of seems like a lot for someone that's just supposed to make the sun go up and down. And the Princess Luna is the princess of being my friend's best pony. So.
Moon and Dream. Moon and Dream.
Oh yeah, and Moon and Dreams, but mostly that though.
Different ministries: the Ministry of Image, the Ministry of Awesome, the Ministry of Wartime Technology.
Yeah, so they could all be princesses of a thing, but if we're talking princess of friendship, Pinkie Pie is the best suited of the six of them.
So
Yeah.
my question for you all is, if she became the princess of friendship, how do you think Equestria would change?
So I definitely think that if she was the princess of friendship, number one, everyone is going to have diabetes. Everyone is going to develop a horrific addiction to sugar, if they haven't already with all the parties and sweets they eat. But generally, I think it is definitely going to be a society where you will not be more than 5 feet away from a friend, where everyone will know everyone, and if you don't know anyone, someone's going to hook you up and you will know someone. There is not going to be a loneliness epidemic. No one's going to be on their phones all the time. No one's going to be on the board, just constantly bickering and arguing over stupid stuff. Like, no, everyone is going to be having cons every day, all day, for all time, because she will be immortal.
With Pinkie Pie as a Prince of friendship probably dropped about 90%.
Yes, friendship problems will drop to 90%. And then we'll remain at a steady 10% because you kind of need to constantly also have friendship problems, otherwise the position is rendered you.
Follow-up question: if when she has like problems with friends and you know her hair deflates and things like that, like how do you think she would be able to handle equestrian national security and other?
So basically, what if she has one bad day? To that, I would say she would probably, at that point, I think she would be willing to, maybe give Twilight like, okay, hey, so you can have like a assistant role. You could like when I'm out sick, you can Twilight could be like vice princess. She could hold Luna's position as just like I get the throne. You can sit on the floor next to me. And like if I'm a little feeling down and I gotta go eat a whole cake in the back, you can handle all the paperwork until I like shoo you off and it's like, all right, I'm back now. I'm good.
Okay. And my final question is, this is important. What do you think her crown would look like? How would you?
Oh, cake.
How her crown would look like. I mean, if we can go back to the beginning here and look at just like all the artistic renditions. All the renditions here, but like I definitely think like she would have the typical like pink crown, but I like the especially this one in the bottom left for you, which is like you have like the balloons as the gems, and like I like the idea of alternating like blue gems, yellow crown. 'Cause another thing, right? The regalia of the princesses are already yellow and blue, or like specifically of Princess Celestia, and so it's like it already just matches her colors. Like it's just a perfect fit. But yeah, I imagine like she would probably have like a very flashy like streamers coming off. Like it'd be the most ceremonial regalia she could possibly have. Oh yeah, that's right. The nation's defense would also just be straight up improved because like party cannons everywhere. She has access to like if she needs to, if it's go time, if it's like all right, friendship isn't gonna work, she can do the Twilight like all right, we can't solve this, beam with the laser. So like all right, I tried the diplomat route. We have an ornery individual here. Hit her with the friendship beam, and then Pinkie can just also set up all the cannons and just alternate fire until like the guy decides maybe talking is a better solution. Is there anything else? Okay, this one I think will be the last one because we're now officially over time.
This is a quick one. Do you think that if she became princess, her mane would like be wavy like in that bottom one, or would it just become more like poofy like in that top one above it?
I like the idea that basically she would just have like a cloud as like her mane, where it's just constantly swaying and like it looks like cotton candy just like in the breeze, just very bounce, and like whenever she steps, it has a bounce to it. Bounce, and when it's standing, like it's like because like you have the princesses have it waving, but hers it's a rhythmic bounce that is just like it's a balloon constantly bouncing on the floor. So that's how I think her mane would be. And with that, I'd say that is time. Thank you for coming to the Pinkie for Princess panel. This is the second ever panel. Second of this panel I've done. Third panel overall I've done. And I think at this point, I am feeling pretty good about pretty good about my presentations thus far. You are free to disagree and say that it's crap. You can say that the feedback panel, just don't say it when I'm nearby because then I'll cry. But yeah, thank you all for coming. This means a lot to me. And Dashi, do you have any parting words to say for our audience here?
God, she's so pretty.
She's so pretty, you guys. She's really pretty.
If I vote for her for friendship, will I get a hug?
Yes, you will. In fact, I will say it right now. If you raise your hand and say and pledge that you will vote for Pinky for Princess, then I will personally give you a hug from me. So raise your hand. Who believes that she's the Princess of Friendship? All right, come on down. I will give you your free hug, man. Yeah. Just come on down.
Alrighty, guys, this concludes NeighCon 2026, day number 3, the final day. As everything comes to a close, I had a really fun time here. I can't wait to see if they're going to have it next year, and hopefully so, because I can't wait for that. But please make sure to follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know what I'm doing on both platforms. If you could do me a favor by liking this video, that'd be fantastic. So I know you supported me 100%. Become a member today, join the club, have some neat perks, and lots more with members only. And of course, I will be back for another My Little Pony convention very, very soon. But Koreyexpress2 signing out. Thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.